welcome back to Stoner Girl Otaku. It's your girl Ine here, and I'm here to finally give you guys an update video, a new video on my Stoner Girl Otaku Academia Genres 101. Last video, if you didn't watch it, it's going to be down there at the bottom. There's a little preview somewhere over here. But if you didn't know, the genre I ended up picking out first was Supernatural. And so now I'm here to give you your Supernatural video. So let's get right into the good knowledge of this video. So as I told you in the last video, I was going to pick a genre out of the Triwizard Cup, which I did, and it was Supernatural, and I started watching Supernatural anime. And come to find out, I've watched a few Supernatural anime, and actually one of them is one of my favorites, Tokyo Ghoul. It's one of my favorites. Of course, I love the manga more than the anime, but nonetheless, I still love Tokyo Ghoul. Also, Yu Yu Hakusho is technically a supernatural anime, so what? But before I realized that a lot of the shows I watched were supernatural anime, I decided I wanted to watch one that was highly recommended, and that ended up being Death Note, and I love Death Note. It was a really good anime. It was a really good story. If you don't know, Death Note is about Light Yagami and his Shinigami, Ryuk. Well, it's not his because Ryuk is really his own person. And I also read the one shot, which was amazing as well. So, in Death Note, it was about Shinigami, which is like a demon death god type of thing, a spirit, so to speak. And they have death notes, which is a notebook that you can write someone's name in, and when you write their name in it, they die. So Ryuk was up in his demon world and he was just bored, so he just dropped his death note. He just dropped the death note down to earth, and Light Yagami was just he's a really smart guy, really high IQ. He was like the #1 high schooler, middle schooler in his class, and he finds the death note and he uses it, and he ends up becoming the Kira, my bad. Think about Boruto. He becomes Kira, and essentially Kira was killing small time villains, and it shows you the dynamic, different perspectives of people, because Light thought he was doing the right thing, trying to save people, but the police and a lot of the government thought he was a mass murderer and ended up being a terrorist towards the end of the series. Now the series is only, I believe, 2 to 3 seasons. I'm pretty sure it's just 2 though. Normally, I've watched a lot of long anime like Naruto and Hunter x Hunter, and Death Note was one of the shorter ones I've watched, so it's relatively short. I watched it on Netflix, and I also watched it on Crunchyroll, and for the first time in a long time, I watched it in dub, and it was actually pretty good. So I watched about half in dub, half in sub. It was really good, and like I said, I read the one shot. I didn't read the anime though. I mean the manga. But Death Note is a really good anime. I definitely recommend you guys watching it. I don't want to go into too much spoilers. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody that wants to watch it. But great characters. My personal favorite character is L, and she's like my favorite character. I didn't watch the live action one, but I kind of want to because Lakeith is in it. Lakeith Stanfield. He was just recently in he's most known for like ATL, Sorry to Bother You, and he was just in Judas and the Black Messiah. If you haven't watched that movie, definitely go watch it. I don't know where you're gonna find it now because it's off HBO Max, but definitely watch that movie. It was amazing. But Lakeith Stanfield is actually in the live action, and he actually plays L. And I haven't watched it because I'm not really a fan of live action anime movies. but I might give it a shot. And if I do, I'll come back to the channel and let you guys know and do a video on it. But Death Note, highly recommended supernatural anime, and that's why I watched it. As I said before, there's a bunch of supernatural anime that I didn't even know is supernatural anime that I watched. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Demon Slayer is actually supernatural. I told you Tokyo Ghoul, Yu Yu Hakusho, One Punch Man, Seven Deadly Sins, Bleach. I haven't watched Seven Deadly Sins or Bleach. I watched some of One Punch Man, but I got the gist of how it's a supernatural anime. So let me go ahead and like give you a definition of what supernatural anime means in the sense of supernatural. Supernatural as defined as it relates to anime is a mystical, bizarre event that happens, that's something outside the bounds of reality. As I've watched a lot of supernatural anime, I've come to realize that it's kind of like in Demon Slayer, the something supernatural that happens is, you could say, Nezuko becoming a demon. One Punch Man, his power being able to knock people out with one punch, supernatural. Another one is Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh my god, can we get into it? I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I just recently caught up with the manga, and I'm already up to date on the anime. So what if you don't read the manga? Read the manga. It's a lot coming. But so as it relates to Jujutsu Kaisen, the supernatural thing would be the demons, Sukuna like being revived in a sense. That's something supernatural. Another element of supernatural anime is some sort of dark mystery. So Tokyo Ghoul, when it came to Kaneki Ken becoming a ghoul, and it ended up being a whole mystery of one-eyed ghouls and how we just went about trying to figure everything out with what happened with them. I don't want to spoil too much of any of these animes because I want you guys to watch them if you haven't already, and I don't want to spoil anything, but like Tokyo Ghoul, the whole one-eyed ghoul situation and how it was a mystery how they came about, or even how Kaneki even became a ghoul in the first place, because it all ended up just being a plot or a play. So that's one of the elements of supernatural anime. Like I said, something mystical, something supernatural, something that's outside the bounds of reality, which happens in a lot of anime. But like I said, Death Note was highly recommended. Yu Yu Hakusho was one of the ones. I didn't realize Yu Yu Hakusho was a supernatural anime, but as I said in the first video, Genres 101, when it comes to genres in anime, there are things like major genres and subgenres. I go into that in that video. So a lot of subgenres overshadow some of the major ones because a lot of them are, like Yu Yu Hakusho is a shonen, but I never thought of it to be supernatural. But when you actually look at the definition of supernatural anime, that is the whole sense of demons, magic, and witches. I assume there's a lot of magic and witches inside Seven Deadly Sins. I haven't watched it yet. That's definitely on my list of one of the animes to watch, so I'll definitely be checking that out soon. Now, on my little sheet I made up to like just help me outline and plan everything, one of the things I asked myself is, what are the subgenres that are always related to, like mostly related to supernatural? And as I did a lot of research, as in looking up a lot of supernatural anime, reading up on their stories, how I watched Death Note. I didn't watch a lot of supernatural animes because, like I said, during my research and just studying up, I came to find out I've watched a few. And I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen, I did watch it, but again, I had no idea it was a supernatural anime until I actually started doing some research. And then like Tokyo Ghoul, watched it, love it. Fire Force is actually another supernatural anime. It's actually a good example of a supernatural anime because of what's going on in the anime right now. Like, everybody's trying to find out about the Amaterasu and the great cosmic fire, and that which is a supernatural event. No one knew that was going to happen, and it just happened. So Fire Force is another one that is a supernatural anime, the one that I've watched and I've really enjoyed. But like I was saying, some subgenres that are almost always related to supernatural would be shonen, like I said, with Yu Yu Hakusho, demons, like I said, with Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, and what's the other one? Superpowers. So superpower, demons, and crap, how did I put it again? Oh, supernatural, demons, and shonens are the subgenres that are mostly always linked to supernatural. As I said in the example, superpower would be One Punch Man. That's a supernatural anime with a superpower as the subgenre. Demons, which you can count Jujutsu Kaisen and Kimetsu no Yaiba as both having the subgenre with supernatural. And then shonen, which falls underneath Seven Deadly Sins, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fire Force. Tokyo Ghoul, believe it or not, isn't technically a shonen. It's a seinen, but we'll get into why those are different when I get to genres 102. So, would I recommend watching supernatural anime? Yes. As I said before, I've watched many, had no idea, and they're amazing. Like I said, if you like any of those other subgenres like superpowers, shonens, or demons, those are probably supernatural anime. You should definitely check them out. The demographic for supernatural anime is about ages 10 to 18. Tokyo Ghoul differs from that because it's technically about 18 to 40 due to some of the graphic, if you watch Tokyo Ghoul, it's very graphic. So if you're in those age ranges, I definitely recommend you check those out. And I think that about sums it up for supernatural anime. Of course, I'm going to throw in some clips and some stuff to make it all nice. But as I said before, supernatural anime is just one with a anime that has mythical things, something bizarre. Outside the realms of reality, outside of things that we don't know. So essentially just like supernatural, period. Like, that's all supernatural anime is. It's not as much because it's kind of like self-explanatory, but I had a great time figuring out that a lot of the anime I watched was in a genre that I really didn't know anything about, but come to find out, I kind of do. And I also found a new anime that I like Death Note, because it was really good. And Death Note was different for me because it's not, like I said, I'm very used to watching fighting anime. I'm very used to watching a lot of action, and there wasn't as much action in Death Note. It was very suspenseful. It was very calculating. It was very, like, I had to sit and think to myself, like, oh my God, what's happening? Kind of, like I said, with supernatural anime, there's a dark mystery. There tends to be a dark mystery or underlying thing, which is why I bring up Tokyo Ghoul. I think Tokyo Ghoul is a really good example of supernatural anime because it kind of sort of checks off all the boxes. It checks off mystical things, something bizarre happening, and an underlying dark mystery that people had to figure out. And Death Note and Tokyo Ghoul, to me, do a really good job of that. Fire Force as well does a really good job of qualifying for a supernatural anime. So yeah, I think that's all I got for you for supernatural anime. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, enjoyed this little tidbit. If you guys have any supernatural anime that I didn't say, go ahead and leave them in the comments because I'm always looking for new anime to watch. I hope you guys like the channel. I hope you guys are already subscribed. I hope you like this video. And hopefully you have that little bell on so you knew this video was coming. Right? Right. So now it's time to pick out a new genre to do the next one, video number 2, technically video number 3, because this is technically a second video. If you guys haven't checked out my Genres 101 video, definitely go check it out, because like I said, I go into the differences between major genres and subgenres. And if you don't already know, subgenres will be part of Genres 102. So after I get through these 12 major genres, I'm gonna have some more subgenres for you, some more videos coming. If you guys haven't checked out my Funko Pop update video, definitely go and check that out. All the links will be down at the bottom for my most recent videos. Also, the links for Genres 101 will be in there as well. So let's get in and pick out my next genre. That's in the Tri-Wizard Cup. Alright. Let's see. Alright, I got one. What do you guys think it's gonna be? First, like I usually do. Oh my god, I saw it through the thing. Horror, that's great. Oh my god, I wasn't excited about this, but why not? Because I can already imagine how far they're gonna take this. Actually, believe it or not, I already started getting into a few horror type manga. I've been reading Tomei by Janito. What is his name? Oh, I put it all together. Junji Ito. I've been reading Tomei. I actually have it right here. Tomei is amazing. Oh my god. So I already have a little experience in horror manga, and I'm pretty sure that Tokyo Ghoul and Jujutsu Kaisen qualify as horror. To Attack on Titan should definitely qualify as horror. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited. Reading it is definitely different from watching it, because I know how anime can get. So I'm kind of scared. I'm low-key pussy, but I'm excited to check it out nonetheless. So I was saying, I'm gonna start doing research ASAP on horror anime. Watch out for that video. Again, like, subscribe, ring the bell to my channel. Check out my other videos. I'm gonna hurry up and get out of here before my camera dies again. Yeah. So thanks for watching. If you guys are subscribed, thank you. And if you have any good horror anime, go ahead and write it down there at the bottom, and I'll probably end up watching it because I need to. So bye you guys. Hey everyone, welcome back to Stoner Girl Otaku. It's Nene here, and I'm here to finally give you guys a video on my Stoner Girl. Hey everybody, welcome back to Stoner Girl Otaku. It's Nene here, and I'm here to give you another video on my Stoner Girl Otaku Academia. Oh my god. Damn.